Alright, well, hello. I am going to, hopefully this doesn't crash, but I'm going to be playing as the United States. We're going to go USA versus the world. It's been a while since I've done this challenge. I don't know if I've seen anyone else do it. Maybe they have, but I haven't seen anyone else do it. We'll do probably normal difficulty. Is there USA versus the world one? Japanese, Borneo, World War III. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of cool scenarios, but we're not going to do any of that. Double difficulty. Alright, first thing we gotta do the normal things. Let's get our income up. Oh yeah, and obviously, hold on. There we go. Alright, we declared war on everyone. Canada, get maybe 25? I don't know. Cuba, get some. I don't know how we border Cuba, but that's something, I guess. Who would be an easy target? Probably New Zealand. New Zealand would be a good first target. Should be easy enough. And they might have a little bit of... Let's start the invasion. There we go. Okay. Technology. Let's get the banks because we're going to need a lot of that. Which I want to do that. And I mean, I will do the missions, of course, if I remember. Science encounter. Okay, well, if we can upgrade science, we're already trying to do that. Alright. Country failed, not surprising. We're just gonna ignore that because that's a lot of spies that they sent on us, huh? Alright, war news. Oh, flanked Canada, conquered Cuba. Dang. Alright, conquered a main city in Mexico. They launched ballistic. Dang, a lot of countries are launching ballistic missiles. Conquered New Zealand. Very nice. Alright, we're out of rebels. Let's see, our economy is up already. I think something else might be important. Anti-ballistic missiles. It's been a while since I've done this, but it's a fun little challenge. Education, I guess we'll do that. That should bring in more revenue. What else are we going to do right now? Missions, that's what it is. Okay, there we go. Okay, we don't border anyone new. Did we conquer New Zealand? I think so. I don't even want to check that, actually. A lot of that. Country failed. We lost 15 million. Korea, the Philippines. Okay, there's Russia. Okay, Turkey, UK. Okay. Belize. And Guatemala. There we go. We gotta be careful because we don't want to open up too many fronts. Iceland would be a good target. Alright, technology. 22. Alright, how's our economy? 180. That's good. We're still making trade profits. I don't know who's trading with us, but yeah, we're trading with the aliens. Failed again. Alright, we conquered Iceland. Conquered Belize. Guatemala. Alright, there's a lot of countries launching stuff at us. How do we do against Russia? Good. Not great, but good. Okay. Alright. Well, there's still Guatemala only. Choose country. I think we should go. Nope. Come on. There we go. Go to Australia now. I am kind of worried about getting like hit with nukes or something, so that's why we're gonna upgrade that, of course. That is one thing that can destroy us. And we'll do that. What else can we buy? We'll upgrade our Air Force. Lots of failures, so that's a good sign for us. Guatemala's holding up still. Luxembourg's launching missiles at us. Stalemate with Russia. Ukraine launched missiles at us. That's all it took to conquer Australia. I thought Australia would be a little bit more difficult, but we'll take it. It is surprising that it only took one turn to conquer them. Alright. What's that? Okay, that's all the rebels. Good. Hello? Let's see. Should we upgrade our anti-ballistic missiles? Probably want our troops a little bit upgraded. Okay, well, we only have 631,000. So, yeah, we should probably do that. We don't want to bring back, but we do want a little bit. Alright, there we go. Because we don't want our homeland being undefended, which would be bad. I mean, if it was that easy for them, we want to make sure other nations don't become hard, so we should definitely go after Japan. Okay. No general news. And no news from our economy. More ballistic missile factories, okay. Biological, oh boy. Okay. We launched missiles. France launched a lot of missiles. They destroyed our anti-air defense there. That's not good. We conquered Guatemala. Now Israel launched missiles. Now Pakistan launched missiles. Qatar launched missiles. You know, we just need someone to not launch missiles that will destroy us. a good start in Japan, though. Good start in Japan, okay. We got the rebels already. Honduras can have 10%. El Salvador can have 10%. Yeah, so our army is pretty good here. I think our navy should be good enough. But just in case, we don't want to be under siege, so we'll buy a few warships. I don't even want to use ballistic missiles. I almost feel like that's cheating. Oh, dang, food poisoning. That sucks. Alright, no economy news. Someone economic intelligence on us. Alright, Egypt launched ballistics. That's not good. Conquered El Salvador, conquered Honduras. Iran launched missiles. Pakistan launched missiles. Romania hit us with missiles. And at least the Russians haven't done it, right? They have a lot of missiles they can launch at us. Well, they hit us with chemical weapons. Okay. I mean, we could just send forces to the border. I think 20,000 troops would be enough to hold it at least. Do a little counter-espionage. Alright, so 200,000 troops in Japan. 200,000 in Nicaragua. I do want to check our economy. 191, so we are growing rather quickly. No general news. Lots of failures to spy on us, which is good. Denmark launched missiles at us. Ireland launched missiles. We conquered Nicaragua. Portugal launched missiles. Oh boy, a lot of countries. Missiles. Alright, Russia tried invading us. Still doing good on them. Spain launched ballistics. Japan reached stalemate. Okay. Alright, no rebels. Costa Rica now. They don't have much of an army at all. We'll upgrade that to 20. Do that. Buy arms. Alright, increase our navy. The country failed to research, okay. Failure, 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 that's good. We upgraded that, so. Conquered Costa Rica. Denmark launched ballistics. Norway launched ballistics. Stalemate with Russia. Ukraine launched ballistics. And we conquered Japan. Okay, so I would imagine our economy is pretty good, but we'll test that out after. Okay, no rebels. 2.2 million. We're gonna have to invade France. That's a problem. Oh man, we're gonna be in Europe soon because... Oh, hello. What are you doing? What are you doing here? You on break? Oh, okay. What do we need to do? Right. I think we need to invade more. Sea invasion, alright. UK. I think that'd be the next good island to go. Actually we can go Ireland and then have a land route there. I think Ireland would be easier. Lots of espionage, all failed, good. Armenia launched missiles. Kuwait launched missiles. Luxembourg. Morocco. Myanmar. The Netherlands. Alright, we conquered Panama. More stalemate with Russia. That looks bad for Russia. I don't know if that's stalemate. Okay. Conquered Ireland. Yep, okay, now we border UK and Colombia. I think we'll be able to get through these countries. Not quite easily, but it shouldn't be too much of a challenge. Especially when we border them. Alright, what's our economy at now? 209. So that's pretty good. Man, we need to increase our navy. And let's buy some more tanks. Country failed. But everyone failed to spy on us too, so that's good. Main city in Colombia. Alright, Poland launched missiles. Romania launched missiles. Spain launched missiles. Syria launched missiles. And we conquered a main city in the UK. Probably kicked them out of Ireland. Oh, we don't have any rebels because we didn't conquer anyone. I feel like we should bring back forces from Colombia. And probably the UK. Okay. We gotta send forces to the UK and then Colombia. And we should go to... Thinking of a good country here. Don't want to get into more borders than we have to. Alright, we'll go to Jamaica. Alright, missions, do that. We'll buy 100 more ships. We'll buy 750 more jets. A lot of UAVs. Do we want fighting robots? Buy 12,000 artillery. Alright, they failed. Alright. Looks like a bunch of failure again for everyone else to spy on us, so conquered Colombia. Israel launched ballistics at us. Ooh, we managed to put Russia under siege. Conquered the UK and conquered Jamaica. Very successful turn. Oof. Oh, darn it. How many rebels do we have? Maybe I should have been looking at that. Okay, well, we defeated them. Economy's at 220. Alright, Brazil is definitely biggest. But we also have probably Venezuela. And then it'll probably be Peru. And then Ecuador. Alright, where should we go? From here, maybe we could go to Haiti. That should be a quick invasion. We want to try to do that if we can. Alright, they failed. Okay. Alright, Austria launched ballistics at us. Stalemate with Brazil, though Brazil's under siege. Alright, conquered Ecuador. Iran launched missiles at us. Iraq launched ballistics at us. Netherlands launched ballistics at us. Oh boy. Outflanked Peru. Romania launched missiles at us. Alright, well, that's stalemate apparently, but it looks like Russia got destroyed and there's a siege on Russia. Conquered Haiti. Venezuela. That was a pretty good turn, too. We might be losing more troops to rebels than to enemy forces right now. We're going to have to be careful. We're going to pull back forces from... Bring back forces from Brazil and Peru. And then we will send forces to Brazil. And we will send forces. I guess I could bring back only part of them. We're about to be bordering France, though, because we're probably going to take Guyana this turn. Let's think more islands, more islands. We could do New Guinea. We could do the Philippines. 228. That's good. Alright, now we're at the point where the science is starting to get cheaper. Which is a nice threshold to cross. We'll see if that happens. Alright, I'm gonna buy 2 subs. And that'll be it. Okay. General news. Failed again. One of these times we'll succeed. One of these times. But probably after we're already done. Algeria launched missiles at us. Stalemate with Brazil. We did conquer Peru. I want to look at this. Right, we lost 82,000. That's great. That's a good ratio at least. Especially for an attacking army. That's a great ratio, even for a defending army. Syria's missiles failed. Withdrew forces from them. Okay, well, yeah, I guess. Conquered Dominican Republic. Conquered Guyana. Main city in the Philippines, okay. 1.7 million rebels. I think that's all, okay. Oh, okay, we have Suriname. 4. Alright. So from Brazil, I want to bring back about half those troops. We're still invading the Philippines, so. Alright, end turn. Failed. All these beautiful failures. These are good failures, because it means our counterintelligence succeeded. Afghanistan launched missiles. Goal launched ballistics. Belgium launched ballistics. We did conquer Bolivia. Brazil's putting up quite the fight. They're under siege, but putting up a good fight. Chile. Alright, we're doing good. That's a good first start. Finland launched a bunch of ballistics at us. I think we're doing a good job holding off Russia. South Korea actually hit us with their missiles, so our missile defense is wearing down. Wow, so we didn't conquer them actually this turn, which is kind of surprising. As long as we don't get hit with like nukes, we're good. But the second we get hit with nukes, it could literally be all over just in one turn. Alright, we got rid of the rebels. Chile probably doesn't need that many. We could probably just bring like half of our troops back from Chile and Suriname. Full alert. No. Alright, Chile. Alright. And then we'll go to Paraguay. Send 10% of our forces there. Same with Argentina. Alright, we still have 1 million troops back at home to protect us from Russia, which is good. 67, 67. Ha ha ha. Funny, funny. I forgot to do the thing. I forgot to do our missions. War news. Main city in Argentina was conquered. Main city in Brazil. Alright, we're starting to turn the tide in there. Chile's done. 6, 7. Yep. That's our science. Alright, we conquered Chile. Conquered Paraguay. Philippines tried to launch missiles at us. Russia's catching up a little bit. That's 10 times more casualties than last time. Conquered Suriname. And conquered the main city in the Philippines. So we still haven't conquered the Philippines. Philippines holding out pretty well. Alright. So now we're bordering France. I honestly don't want to conquer France that fast because I don't want to get into Europe already, but you know, we're going to have to get into Europe eventually. I just don't want to start bordering them all already. Alright, we're at level 73 there. Maybe you'll succeed and just finish it so I can... Well done, your country successfully researched quantum computers. Your country's science and counter-espionage levels are now maxed. Sweet, so these failures should all be failures for a long, long time. Conquered Argentina. Brazil's still holding out. French launched some missiles at us. Man, that's a lot of casualties. Okay. Pakistan's a scary country because they have the missiles that can probably do that to us, kill us. Russia, okay, we brought it back down again. Saudi Arabia launched ballistics. South Africa hit us with ballistics. Turkey hit us with ballistics. And we conquered the Philippines. 149, so you just see the countries going down. It's like slowly. Are we out of rebels? Nope. Okay. No. We're struggling against the rebels, guys. They're killing more troops than like every other country besides France. France killed a lot of our troops. 666, we should probably just bring back a few of those guys. And then we'll send forces to Uruguay, about 10. Alright, now another country. We're going island hopping, basically. I think we should do probably Taiwan. There you are. Alright, we'll do a sea invasion there. Economy's up to 259, which is good. Wait, why isn't it? I thought it was maxed out. Okay, well, it was supposed to be maxed out. We're level 18 though, our troops, which is good. Alright, a bunch of failures. That's always good to see. Conquered Brazil finally. So Brazil put up a good fight. France is in stalemate. India hit us with missiles. I guess India could be a scary country too. I think they have nuclear warheads. We're doing a good job still against Russia. South Africa hit us. Turkey launched ballistics. UAE launched ballistics. Stalemate with Taiwan. And we outflanked Uruguay. Oh, look at that. 21 million rebels. Okay, guys. Oh boy. Yeah, this is a problem. We're gonna be here for a minute, it looks like. Especially if we keep failing. And we've already lost like, what is that, 40,000 troops now. Oh my gosh, we're over the 1.3 million mark, I know that. Right now we're 1.27, so quite the drop there. Let's check our borders. I do want to bring back a few forces, maybe like 25 from France. And we could probably bring like 50 back from Uruguay. Okay, 1.7 million. Yeah, that's max level. So they don't have the max level at 99 anymore, which kind of sucks, but whatever. And also, that did not put me at max level, by the way, which is... Country will get 100,000 anti-ballistic missiles. That'd be so helpful. Hold on, isn't our space technology though at max level or no? What even is space technology actually? Hold on. Oh, yeah, that. We already have that. We can build satellites. We have energy at max level. Okay, so that's not that helpful. What other missions do we have? The Ark of the Covenant. declaring we're at war with all countries, but 10 million troops would be nice, I guess. Search for ancient alien technology. Should we do that? So we'll find a little bit of treasure. That's nothing. Right, honestly the most helpful might be the ballistic missiles. We'll do that just because we don't want to get wiped out. Do that. We can upgrade this a little bit. Level 60, level 25. Alright, we'll upgrade all the tech. I don't know why I upgraded robots. I don't even have robots right now. We'll change that real quick. There we go. We have fighting robots now. Launched a rocket that crashed on the moon. Okay, well, we did not colonize the moon there. Dang. Alright, well, France is doing good against us. Well, we conquered Uruguay. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, we failed 3 times. I think that's fine. Should be fine at least. Let's upgrade our Navy a little bit. Helicopters. Missile defense, sure. Subs. 50 more ships. 300 more jets. Oh, we're out of tanks? That's not good. All failures. Good. As it should be. Okay, China started invading now. Okay, stalemate with France, stalemate with India, because they started invading. Israel launched ballistics at us, Luxembourg hit us. Oh, I forgot about the mission. I always forget about the stupid missions. Right. I do want to see. Let's take satellite photos of Taiwan. Well, let's just see what they have left on their island, because they can't have anything on their border, which is a good thing about satellite photos on these nations. 540,000, okay. There we go. We produce 1 ship and 1 sub. We need more tanks, obviously. Oh, and we need to bring back a lot of forces from France. We're at 1.2. We still have 800,000, so we could do that again. Alright, that's more reasonable. We actually have tanks too, so those won't be to the front this turn, but for next turn it'll probably help us again. And I forgot the missions, even though I mentioned forgetting them. Alright, Belgium launched ballistics. We defeated the invading Chinese army. France is doing a good job against us. Greece launched ballistics. Right, we defeated most of the Indian army. I'd imagine that's probably the whole Russian army we defeated. then turn or two. It looks like Taiwan will be defeated. Good. We're going to buy 25,000 tanks. 7,000 of those. 10,000 artillery. And as many air defense systems as we can. And then we'll... Oh, we don't have the money? Alright, well, we don't have money, apparently. We have 300,000 men still in France's border, so I think that's fine. I can't really do much to other countries. But, I mean, we could bomb Germany. We will be bordering them, so... Can't be a bad thing to get